In preparation for the limited face-to-face classes, and in accordance with the approved guidelines by the Department of Education and the Department of Health, Tpes Elementary School implements health and safety protocols for strict compliance of all students, teachers, and school personnel. The following are the health and safety protocols that we should follow and observe during the face-to-face classes. Prior to entering the school, everyone is asked to maintain social distancing. Limiting face-to-face contact with others is the best way to reduce the spread of COVID-19. This means keeping space at least 1 meter distance between other people in all common areas and classroom spaces. It is also advised to follow designated entrance and exit for the school gate and classroom. Be sure to use the drop-off and pick-up points markers and signages to deter overcrowding area. Designated waiting area is also provided for parents, guardians, chaperones, with a strict observation of physical distancing at all times. Hallway ground markings for walking directions must also be followed. All learners, teachers, personnel, and visitors shall be subjected to temperature checks using a thermal scanner prior to entering the school. Those who will have a reading of 37.5 Celsius or above will be brought to a private screening area that shall be set up near the entrance of the school, where the learners, teachers, personnel, or visitors can be monitored by a safety officer and further assessed by the Barangay Health Emergency Response Team for appropriate management, intervention, or referral. Wearing a face covering is required. This can be a face mask or a cloth covering. Face coverings can slow the spread of COVID-19 and prevent people who may have the virus and not know it from transmitting it to others. Proper wearing of face mask should be observed. Proceed to disinfection area. Use hand and foot sanitizer for disinfection, after which the hand wash station for hand washing. Wash your hands frequently. Strict hand washing significantly reduces the infection rate of the virus. All students will be trained and supervised in proper hand washing and expected to wash for 20 seconds. Hand washing will be required after all common contacts, such as being in a common area or after touching door handles. Hand sanitizer will be available for use in the event soap is not available. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with dirty hands to help prevent infections. And please cover your mouth and nose while coughing or sneezing using disposable tissue, or flex the elbow against the mouth and nose while coughing. It is important to limit gatherings and meetings while on campus. Meeting remotely should be a first option. If that's not possible, limit the number of participants in the face-to-face meetings. Practice social distancing and provide a remote option for those who cannot attend. Sharing of things is not allowed to prevent the spread of infection. Proper disposal of face masks, face shield, and other personal protective equipment in designated trash bins. Visual signages and proper waste management practices are placed near the trash bin. Students shall be responsible for disposing of their own used items, and they shall disinfect their own desks or armchairs before and after use. Notify school health authorities for any signs and symptoms of cough, fever, and colds while in the school premises. A COVID-19 isolation area is available if needed. And a mandatory home quarantine will be required to all employees and students who have had contacts with someone tested positive or exhibiting symptoms of COVID-19. Anyone who is sick and experiencing COVID-19 symptoms should stay home. Although access to school is limited, physical facility staff shall regularly cleaning and disinfecting classrooms, office, restrooms, hallways, and all touch points. Tpes Elementary School will continue to take all necessary precautions as long as there is a risk of COVID-19 spread in our community. We ask everyone to always be vigilant in observing minimum health protocols and to get vaccinated to maximize protection against the coronavirus. These health and safety protocols can be modified at any time depending on changing conditions. The pandemic can stop schools, but it cannot stop education.